about that, folks? Oh, yes indeed. Alright, so I think I've settled on this old Berkeley Pit Boss color. I don't know, y'all. Alright everybody, welcome back to the World's Worst Fishing. I'm Chris Jones. Good to have y'all back. Before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all of that YouTube stuff, so that you don't miss any uploads. And we're still trying to grow the subscriber count. So we're coming up on 90,000, hopefully here before too long. We're going to do a huge giveaway. Oops. I'm talking baits, molds, plastic, colors, you name it. It's going to be a huge bait makers giveaway to kind of celebrate the success of the channel. And then if we can ever get to 100,000, Lord knows what's going to happen. The universe is just going to open up and there's just going to be baits pouring down on everybody. So with all that out of the way, today is going to be kind of fun. I had an idea like late one night, just, you know, laying awake, can't sleep. I was like, I should do a video or like a series of videos where I have to time myself. So like I'm giving myself a time limit to match a color that I've never done before. And so I'm thinking half hour, 25 minutes from start to stop. I have to cook the plastic, mix the color, shoot a bait in it, and see if it's a match. You know, now some parts of the process take a little bit too long, so I'm not gonna start the timer and then go mix plastic and then get all the, you know, molds and materials out. I'm gonna kind of have everything ready to go, and then as soon as we hit go, it's boom, plastic's in the microwave, and then it's time to get going. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put together maybe like a couple of colors that I think I've never made. I've made a lot of colors, so I can't really remember everything. But the point is, we're just going to kind of select a color and see if we can match it in like 25 minutes. I think we're going to go for 25 minutes, and this is going to be a fun challenge. Alright, so I think I've settled on this old Berkeley Pit Boss color. It's sort of like a swirl or a really sloppy laminate. I don't actually know what it's called, but it kind of looks like an Alabama Craw to me. Sort of like a charcoal and orange kind of swirly thing with looks like some green flake and some black flake kind of mixed in. Really cool thing there. So I think that's what we're going to go with, is that right there. And then what we're going to do is we're basically just going to start a timer, right, counting down 30 minutes. Because cook time will at least be 4.5 minutes on the plastic. So just getting the plastic ready is going to eat into a lot of our actual color matching time. So we're going to try to play it safe with 30 minutes. Obviously, I'm not just going to let the camera roll all 30 minutes in real time, but this is going to be going on in the background. So even though we're going to like cut, you know, and film a normal video, we have to do it before this reaches 0. At least that's the challenge. And if we fail the challenge, which we very well might, we'll, you know, mix up some more plastic and see if we can get the color a little bit closer. But we're going to see if we can do it the first time. So there we go. Okay, so what we need is obviously an orange. And I think we're going to mix orange and brown together just to dull the orange. And then we need a couple of flakes. We need some small black flake right there. And then I think I'm going to use this orange. This is sort of like an off size, 0.025. This is sort of a medium between small and medium. And then I think there was some green flake. I don't know. Let me look through my flakes here. I've got flake over here. Yeah. Here's some medium green flake. Okay. All right. So I think we got all of our flakes that we need for this color. Sorry, this is the not glamorous part of the shop. But this is where a lot of my goodies are in terms of color. Alright, so we've got a couple of molds laid out here. We have the AI Crazy Hog and then the new AR Craw. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use the AI C block, which sort of gives you that kind of random swirly camo pattern. And so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of angle the block at a little bit different angles because of the mold configuration, the cavity configuration of these two molds. I don't want to use it perpendicular. I want to use it maybe a little bit more in line. So we're just going to play around with it and see what we can do. Obviously, we've got the dual injector as well. And let's see how much time is left. Oh gosh, 26 and a half minutes and counting. Yeah, we really bit off something here. Oh my God, 25 minutes? No! Alright, well, plastic is pretty much done, and we're going to try to jump right into this color build as soon as it comes out of the microwave. We're not going to worry about vacuum chambers or any of that other stuff. Boy, that's pretty right there. That dead on plastic swim bait blend looks perfect. You may not even need to degas it. Alright, so orange side. We're going to go with orange. We're going to add a few drops of black just to dull the orange a little bit, just to take the edge off of it. Alright. Okay, looking good. Yeah. And charcoal black side. A couple drops of black. Not too much. Alright. See what happens there. Get that stirred in. So then now I just want to do like a quick drizzle test. Alright, we need a lot more saturation on both sides. That's not going to get it done. And I think the orange actually needs to be brighter. I think I'm going to have to add some white to it as well. Yep, bear with me. Okay, I cannot find my white pigment, so we're just going to have to go with what we have here. Alright. Okay, now let's try to add some flakes. So I think... Okay, so there's some medium black flake in the charcoal side. The orange side has the little black flake. Something else that I really can't quite make out. So it's got the little black flake. It's got the medium green. And then I think the charcoal side has the medium black and then the orange flake. So that's what we're going to go with there. Okay. So the medium orange flake, or the kind of off-size orange flake, it's going to go on the charcoal side. Oh, yep, I got to go get my medium black flake. Alright, medium black flake, here we go. Alright, let's just see kind of what we get. I'm thinking not near enough flake on the orange side for me. Whew, man, this is stressful. Trying to do this in such a hurry. Yeah, we definitely need more of the green. Can't really see it. Okay. Alrighty. So now we're going to do another drizzle test. I don't think I've ever done this fast. It's not smart to try to do this fast. Oh, that's looking pretty good, actually. I might need just a smidge more black in the dark side there. Okay. Just I feel like the black is gonna get eaten up by the orange. But you know what though? That's actually not looking. It's actually not looking bad. I still wish my orange. You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow to the orange to brighten it. All right. Yeah, we are. This is crazy panic color building right here. Yeah, that definitely brightened it. Okay. All right, new drizzle test. You know, that's really not bad. Okay, we still got over 19 minutes left, and we're about to do our first shot. So basically, we got to get it right the first time, because there's probably not enough time to troubleshoot it. But that's sort of what we have there, and it's in the ballpark. But we may have bitten off more than we can chew in 30 minutes, but we're gonna find out. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully we didn't flash that one. Okay. Alright, well, I really hope that that worked out, because that's probably going to be our only shot at it. Alright, y'all can see the time counting down. So, moment of truth here, because we are not going to have time to redo this. Okay, let's zoom out. Drum roll, please. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pull back up the picture. Ugh. I don't know if these swirled the right way or not. Oh yeah. Look at that. Okay. Looks like a couple of them actually got a pretty cool swirl going. So I definitely got maybe a little bit too much of the black. But I think also, you know, it can kind of also come down to the picture. Look at that. Come on. Oops, sorry, everything's out of focus. My apologies, guys. That's also brightened. That's a brightened Photoshop, or a brightened Lightbox photo. But let's zoom in on what we did. So I think we got too much of the orange flake, right? So the black side got too much orange flake. And I think overall, and it could just be that picture, I think overall mine are a little bit just too dark. I don't really know how you stop that. But if we do a little bit of trickery here, right? If you just arrange them in a way where you see less dark, where you see less of the black side there. Watch this. Now all of a sudden, we have baits that look more like the picture. Look at that. Okay, that's not so bad. What we'll do is we'll take a few still shots of these and brighten them up and see if they look a little bit more like the image. I think the overall color's there. Now let's look at the Crazy Hogs, see how these did. Yeah. Boy, that's pretty. Check that out. But I definitely got too much of the orange flake in the black side. It makes them look a little bit Halloweenish and less Bama Craw, in my opinion. So yeah, a little bit too much Halloween and not enough crawfish maybe. But I think overall the the color idea was right there. Yeah. I don't know. What do y'all think? Did we match it? And did we match it in time? It's really hard to say. What I'll do is I'll take a few glamour shots of those, and then we'll kind of compare and contrast the still shot photos of it. Just for reference, I'm just going to go ahead and call it now because I'm not going to try again. Alright, we had 10.5 minutes left, and that's from pushing start on the microwave to getting this first run, well, first and only run of baits. Alright, so we laid them out and took a few glamour shots and then put them together with the, basically with the store-bought photo. So as you can see, a white background, we brightened it up, and boy, if that's not about there, right? Just kind of look at the random swirl of the colors and glitters. You got the green, the black in there, you know. And if we look at ours too, you got the green and the black flake, the orange flake, right? I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? I'll actually post this actual file. In fact, this might even be thumbnails, something like this, so that y'all can see what our color match today looks like in a professional photo setting, next to the image that we actually tried to match. So in this case, it looks pretty much spot on. Still maybe a little bit too much black and then I would still say I got too much orange flake in it. But you know, I think their orange is still a little bit more orange. So looking back, I probably should not have put the brown in it to dull it. That's just kind of habit. I always just kind of take the edge off of the really bright colors. In this case, if you look at the brightest parts of their orange, they're just a little bit more bright orange than mine. Maybe. That might be hard to see on camera. But what do y'all think? Yeah, so that was pretty intense. I don't think I've ever rushed through a complicated color like that in my life. And you know, this is one of those hobbies you don't want to go too fast. You don't want to be careless. You don't want to spill plastic. You don't want to have an accident. So yeah, that was about as fast and furious as bait making gets. But I'll say we got real close. I think maybe a little bit less saturation on the black side and less orange flake on the black side, and maybe a drop of red in the orange to maybe give it a little bit more of a red hue. Their orange was a little bit more of a red orange, but I mean, I am splitting hairs here on that. So for doing it fast and doing it one time only, the color match challenge, I'd actually call that a pretty good success. You know, of course there's always room for improvement, but I'm really curious. What matters is what y'all think. Let me know in the comments down below. Did we succeed on our first half-hour color match challenge, or do you think we didn't quite get it? And then of course let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more color match challenges, more timed color match challenges. I think we could have a lot of fun trying to do some really cool stuff, all within a 30-minute time window. You know, we had about 10 minutes left, so you know, maybe all I could have done was reheat, you know, the remaining well, I could have probably reheat the remainder of those 2 cups and maybe added little changes here and there. So thinking back on it, I probably could have added a drop of red, just you know, just kind of reused the rest that we had. Maybe tried to add a drop of red to the orange side, but we would not have had time to mix out a new black side and add less orange flake. So we maybe could have made a few small adjustments to make it better. But pretty much you're limited to just one try within that time frame. So anyway, I had a blast, and I think it turned out pretty good. I'm filming this video on Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day to everyone. Let's not forget what this day is about. It's not barbecues and beaches. You know, a lot of us had family members who served, and some didn't make it home, and that's something that we always want to keep in mind all throughout the year, not just on days like today, not just 4th of July, things like that. In any event, we had a really interesting striped bass fishing trip. So if you want to stay tuned for the end of this video, I did a little bit of a blog on a fish fry party that we had, where we ate some of these striped bass, and Happy Jack, Simple Jack, who's been on the channel a lot, fell in the river below the dam and almost got like swept away. It's an amazing story. The camera was not rolling, not that we would have been worried about that, but we had quite a scare on the river, and luckily I was able to dive in for the save. So any event, stay tuned for a little bit of a fish fry blog here at the end, and thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. This guy right here, lucky to be alive. What are these cups called? The big style of cup, is it a tumbler?
It's called a
Yes?
Polar Pop.
A Polar Pop? Oh yeah, big gulps.
Big gulps.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah.
How about that, folks? So this is about a 10-pounder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Well, so what we're going to be doing tonight is having a fish fry here at the Fish Cave residence. And my cameraman right now is Avery. We've got an interesting story about him. He literally could have been killed yesterday on our striper trip, and we'll tell you all about it. So as you can see, Avery is cleaning my fish for me, and it's because I saved his life.
Yeah.
So do we just want to go ahead and tell the story now?
Spill the beans.
All right, we're gonna spill the beans. So We went striped bass fishing yesterday below the Jackson Bluff Reservoir Dam. I'm just kidding. The Lake
Jackson Bluff.
it's called Jackson Bluff Reservoir. So anyway, Lake Talquin here in Florida, North Florida in the Panhandle, is pretty much North Florida's only like reservoir. Okay, and it's a pretty big lake. What, 12,000 acres maybe or something?
I just know it's like 7 miles long.
No, it's like 12 miles long.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
then I don't even know it.
It's a long, snaky lake. But anyway, below the dam has one of the best populations of striped bass in the state.
Which is hard to believe.
Which is hard to believe that anything is good out Highway 20. So, in any event, we went below the dam. They had 4 gates open. The current was ripping. I'll probably include a little clip from my phone just so that y'all can see the conditions that we were fishing in. Well, Doofus here hooks into a fish. He's standing on the very front of the bow, which, you know, I'll admit I was earlier in the day. But he's standing on the front bow of the skiff. The current throws the boat a little bit. Off he goes into the water in the most dangerous of conditions. Like, this is not where you want to fall in the water. This is not the beach. This is not a golf course pond. This is whitewater rapids, and the current is very dangerous. He goes over the side. I lunge, grab the tip of the fishing pole that was still in his hand. So basically our lifeline is just a fishing pole. So I'm grabbing the fishing pole. He's in the water flailing around. He's holding onto the pole. And that was the only connection between us. Had I been in a different spot in the boat, had I been in the back re-rigging or sitting where
which happens a lot.
Which happens a lot. But had I not been right behind him, nobody would have got him. We would have been chasing him downstream. It would have been a mess. So anyway, I was somehow able to pull him up. Hey, Landon.
You're responsible for him.
Okay, great. So anyway, I'm able to kind of hold on to the fishing pole. I don't know if Angel did it, but there's a ladder on the back next to the motor on the back of the transom. He eventually gets to where he can grab onto the ladder. I grab the rod and reel the fish in before he is even safe, because he told me to.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He literally said, "Get the fish." Somehow the fish is still on. We land the fish. It might be the one that he's cleaning, to be honest.
No, it says I cleaned him first.
Oh, he cleaned him first.
This is what he got.
Yeah. So, in any event, we land the fish. Avery's still hanging off the back of the boat like he's hanging off an airplane. The current is too strong for him to actually get his foot on the ladder and move his body forward. So after several minutes of panic and trying to pull him up, we finally get him in the boat. So didn't the current like blow your wallet out of your pants?
I lost my wallet.
He lost his wallet, $400 cash. But do me
still had my dip can, which is.
Do me a favor, take a deep breath. You're welcome. I did that. I gave him the ability to take a deep breath of air today. It's
forever indebted.
It's tough being a hero. But anyway, we're going to have a good time tonight. Yeah, y'all, it's the return of the hand-poured snake. Look at that. Sneaky snake. Yeah. Even has the white belly. Capsuled. The whole thing is a capsule. Did a video on this one about a year ago. All painstakingly hand-poured by yours truly, and it is every bit as difficult as it looks. But I wanted a challenge, and I hadn't done these really since last summer. All right, buddy, blast off the rocket. Whoa, there it is. Here's something we've never done on this channel in the fish cave. We're doing a fish fry.
I thought you were going to say not have enough oil.
Not have enough oil? Oh, yes, indeed. That's why we do this, folks. That's why we make baits, to go fishing, to eat fish. And unless you're one of those sissy tournament bass anglers who never keeps anything. So the best part about being on the crew that actually has to fry the fish at a big fish fry is that you get first dibs on the best pieces.
That's right.
Everyone else who's inside being lazy has to wait for us to bring them the fish. You might remember Big Bird. We in a former life we used to go fishing a lot.
You don't fish like you used to.
No, I do. Hey, none of us do. Well, except for him. But he's.
Actually, I fish way more than I used to.
That's good. Hey, at least somebody has moved forward with their life.
Man like me hasn't got a friend.
All right. Wave, everybody.